they just need to know date and time. What if we just put 6 p.m.? Because that's really all they need to know right now. So date, 6 p.m., NKU Rec Center, right? That's all we need to know right now. 6. If it comes out later that something starts at 5:30, it's not going to be that big a deal.
Do we need to put like free parking and like refreshments?
Yes, I agree. So on the save the date, add free parking, refreshments, and appetizers. That's,
Should I put like the College of Business thing on there too?
and you need the Hale, US Bank, College of Business. I have a sports business logo. In fact, that might be something that you guys want to incorporate in the Norse networking, is that sports business logo, where it says sports business, maybe just use our logo.
Yeah, it was really hard to make without like knowing what I needed on it. So I could
That's what they
revamp
said.
a lot of stuff.
I can send you a logo, she's sent it to me.
We also want the local
Yes,
sponsor.
that'd be fantastic.
You've got to have the sponsor, sponsored by the Western and Southern Open and the Sports Business Club logo. This is everything you need in that save the date card.
Is it, should I put 6 to 8 or just 6?
6, no ending time yet.
Do you need to tell what building it's in or anything like that, like on the save the date?
Check NKU Rec Center.
Okay.
Okay, so the Hale, what? Sorry.
We're the Hale US Bank College of Business.
Sorry, this is my first year ever in this building. Like, this is
Oh,
my
you're
first
not
semester.
a college of business.
No, I'm.
We've got a logo for that too. We've got,
Hale something.
I can get that to you.
Yeah.
We'll get you all the logos.
Just email me the logos. I'll be good. No, I guess not.
Yeah.
All right. What else do I want to talk about? Okay. Costs. We need to start thinking about the cost of things. You guys are throwing out printing and all these things, so sounds like for right now in the next week, we don't have to worry about anything we have to pay for, but if we are truly gonna mail these out, that's gonna cost. So let's talk about that for a second. What did you think about when they recommended mailing out the invitation to the professionals? Do we mail? Or do we email? Thoughts?
When would we mail this? You gotta take consideration that it's gonna show up a lot later than email.
Right.
And we don't know which secretaries are gonna get it, or it has to go through a process of the mail. They're busy.
Just out of curiosity, like when you worked at the Reds, would you be more inclined to doing, go with that kind of?
Do you know how many times I check my mailbox?
Yeah.
Never. Like literally we have mailboxes on the 3rd floor. I haven't been there in months. And someone will say, oh, we mailed that to you. So my suggestion is only because, from a cost standpoint, you gotta pay for stamps. You gotta pay for printing. I love the idea of something really nice. I like that. But since it's a networking event, I think it's appropriate. So that's good, because that'll save from any cost with that. The next thing, the logistics group, I need from you, I need you to come up with a map of the facility. I don't care if you draw it, you can hand draw it, okay? So, in fact, it's probably better, or use some program where you can place,
We have the, like, the floor layouts.
okay, whatever you wanna use. I wanna see check-in table, food area, tours begin here, patio, DJ, or, I wanna see everything on then I wanna see on another diagram, sorry, contingency. Okay, so this is Plan A. Everything's sunny and beautiful. Plan B, okay, it's windy and raining. This is the diagram we go with. Okay, so I need to, that's gonna be your next charge. Provide that for everybody, because we need to know that. Sponsors. Any thoughts on any of the sponsors that were brought up today? Anybody have an experience with any of these things that they brought up?
So I just wanna say, we need to find a way to make it kind of attractive to the sponsors, because if you like go and ask somebody for money just for an event, like, we should probably do something for them.
So what would you do?
I don't know, like we mentioned, like putting their name on a banner and displaying it at the event, or even having like a booth set up if they wanted to hand stuff out at the event, they could hand stuff out.
Could we also invite them to this event?
Mm-hmm.
So if they're needing, like, need to hire people?
Okay. It's free anyway, but yes, we can. Maybe, this is just ideas, but maybe if you go to Eastgate Lanes, Ross, and say, you're gonna have a captive audience of 200 students, professionals that work in sports. We will build you into the program. 2 minutes, talk about Eastgate Lanes, where we're located, what kind of facilities we have. We're available for group outings. Friday nights are our leagues, but we are available in, whatever. We have for everybody a coupon that as you leave tonight, that to me is value. Like when you're talking value, that's like, okay, I have a captive audience of people who might come to my place that don't know about it.
So this is kind of like broad, and some people in my group, we were talking about it, but, because we were thinking about decorations, and what
Okay.
if we did like some type of theme?
Okay.
Kind of going back to, I don't know what group it was with the passport book, but having like the coupons like in that book in the back and have like an article per se of what like their company is about and have like their coupon on it. And we were kind of talking, maybe like tour the rec, like kind of like around the world type thing.
Uh-huh.
So it's not just like the boring black and gold like balloons, like have more like a professional, like I was Pinteresting stuff, and I mean there's a lot of stuff that you could get, but it just depends on the cost and people's idea. I mean I don't want, it's not gonna be cheesy, but I didn't know if that would maybe like be
I like
more
that.
appealing, and then you could also kind of like play that off of the invitation, so it's not like, come to NKU, like, I don't know. I just feel like it's boring, kind of. So I just didn't know if like that was a thought, or.
We had a great feeling when you throw something out.
You could do like a, like she's saying, you could do like a program, almost, and then you put your coupons and everything else, right? Is that?
What it would be like you know how you, basically like a little book. What I was thinking is like when you check in, like you get your lanyard or your name tag, and you have like a little book, basically like, who's, I think it was like one of your groups that said, and like have like a stamp, so if you talk to certain people or if you wanna know like, who is this lady, instead of going up, like you know her name prior, you can like look at her picture or something, which
I see
I
what
could
you're
design
saying.
that, it's not, I have.
Can I have your autograph kind of thing?
I don't know, just like something like that, and then like in the back of it.
No, I think
Kind of
that's,
like an information brochure, not brochure, but like a little passport book, I don't know.
yeah, I like it.
I like that idea too, but we just have to think about costs there too, because we have like 200 students, that's like 200. Which is doable.
Right. Here's my thought on sponsors. I think since we don't have a lot of time to just go out and sell all these sponsorships, I think we narrowed it down to 2 to 3 things we want to go after. Since you have a connection, I think that's a really good, we should play that to our advantage. I think we come up with a package, we can be creative, you and I'll work with you since you have that connection. I think we go to Espalage, talk to him, that's easy. Maybe we talk to the Sports Business Club, see what ideas maybe stuck with them. And we just use 3 or 4 prospects and we just go. Now the question I have to you guys is it worth to try and get a waiver for the food so that Chartwell's, we kind of go to them and say we have a donation of food, because if we do, they'll probably waive the Chartwells. What do you guys think of that?
Will they?
They do it for us at Business Week. I don't know.
I think it's something like if you can get food cheaper somewhere else, like that's why a lot of people do the Snap is Made of Beast, because technically that's cheaper than their pizza. So if you get food donated, that's obviously cheaper than.
And I don't wanna do pizza because I think
Yes,
this
I
is,
agree.
it's mess, I don't want anything messy. You know, I want something light that people can just pick up easily on a networking event, that's really important. Nobody likes anything messy, and so no Chipotle probably, nothing that's gonna be cumbersome. Who could we really go to that would be a friend of ours who would,
Chick-fil-A donates all the time.
yeah, they do.
Organizations. And I mean, you can just get chicken tenders or patties, and that's not really that messy.
You can get
per se.
like the nuggets.
Yeah, I mean, granted, patties or the nuggets would be that messy.
I can talk to them because they're sponsoring Business Week and they're bringing in food for us free.
Yeah.
The one thing they're really trying to push right now is their healthy options too. So maybe this
I
is a
like
way.
kale salad is actually really good.
The salad is?
Their kale like thing that they just came out with, they have like samples and I would have never ordered it, but it's actually good.
Maybe I can say, hey, this is a really good opportunity for you to just put a spotlight on your healthy
And
options.
it's in the rec center, so I mean, that's not really.
Let me talk to them. That'll be my job, since I'm working with them right now. Okay. Sponsor diagram. One entire schedule, let's get that out to everybody. Yeah. You guys are kind of seeing how this is all kind of coming together, right? And it's good to take it bite-sized chunks at a time rather than looking at everything at once, because otherwise it seems very overwhelming, but we're kind of tackling it. Oh, celebrity, did everybody agree? Like, let's kind of move away from that. I think that's a good suggestion. I love the idea, but thinking about it, it makes sense. Let's keep this strictly business networking. We can talk more about the program later, like we don't have to know that for things like printing invitations and the next hurdle will be moving from the save the date to the invitation. Really starting to think about cost of things and food, how that plays into this. And then working with the lists so that we get that list of people together so we're ready to go with invitations, yes.
I know like the program doesn't really have to be set, however, keeping in mind like business professionals, you know, if we do want to ask the dean of the college, I think it'd be important to ask her early enough that she's free. She's on
Absolutely.
plan, so I'm not sure like if that should be March 1st thing too, like a save the date
Yeah,
in advance
yeah.
for her, just be like, hey, if you're free this day, this is what's going on.
I can do that too.
Okay.
I'll just tell you. I just put it on now.
Butters.
Okay. Just, and as you're thinking about the program, last year, we did have a sponsor speak. So I was kind of just questioning you on that to see what you thought, but we did have them speak. She just got up there and talked about the tennis tournament and what they do and the impact they have on the community. She didn't mention anything about donation. And then we had an alum speak about what she's doing in schools. So that worked really well. We also did, when we started thinking about the programming, we did a huge raffle. So that could be something we need to start thinking about. If we're going to reach out to some of these organizations, we guys probably do it soon to say, hey, can you donate anything that we can give away? Because I would think that's something I would want to put on the invitations, especially students, giveaways. I want to know that. In fact, you can just go ahead and put it on there. For the students, not the professional people. So you may have to end up doing two save the date, one geared to students, one geared to more professional people. Same general look, just really all you'll be changing is maybe some of the copy. But I think the giveaway raffle thing is important.
So I should just call it a giveaway raffle.
raffle prizes maybe.
Okay. And I have to have the student one done by Tuesday, but the professional one's not done by Tuesday, or both of them?
Both of them.
Okay.
If you could email me, if you have any questions, I don't want you to feel like you're.
What's the difference between the two again, the professional and,
I think
so take off raffle?
you want to really stress to the students that it's a free event. I don't think you necessarily have to do that with the professional
You
one.
can take off free parking on the students.
Yeah, student ones does not need free parking. I think you can really push the prizes with the students.
Okay.
Free food. Free food. And we said no alcohol, right?
And then on the professional ones, when you add anything else, it just takes off.
You can look at last year's invitation too.
Is that the basketball one?
Maybe something about come see, you'll get opportunity to see the NKU Rec Center, or something like that to the professional people. 'Cause a lot of them haven't seen it yet. All right, good job, guys. This is coming along. I've been telling people about this, how excited I am. So, thank you so much. Have a nice day off.
What's happening on the 25th at a high level? What was that?
I'm trying to figure out what I really I'm wondering if I
And I was like,
Like we for a lab, really like go out into like a creek with waders on.
it's getting bad. Like the first day.
One of the classes is you shoot up, you have to shove everything in nets, and you shove the water off the top of it, like it's stuck in the hill. You like fish, and see what kind of fish you got, and then like they just smell it.
That's awesome.
I'm gonna go off on a winter and
What are you gonna do?
Thanks. Oh, we so look at the food that
We don't have another tax, usually get the food donated.
That's it. It's been
So I'm gonna pay for that.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna make it.
Well, you have fun. I'm gonna go pee.
I read it like 3 times this morning.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, it's the same people as last year.
Yes. You asked me. I was a student.
I mean, if you need anything, just. I'm gonna try to get out of the podcast. Thank you.
It totally adds up, but it
I
just
just did
isn't.
it manually because I didn't know how to do that. Okay, on the actual.
We'll make them up, we'll make them up. I'm
Yes,
not
you
worried
would
about
go
you.
on to like NK.
Yeah, I like saw I looked at my grades on that second, I saw that, I'm
No, and you know what, I was like, oh my gosh,
now she's not
I
in
think it'd be a
class, and
problem.
oh, she's
Worked
not.
immediately.
No,
God bless my
yeah,
heart.
It basically
Props.
basically, the problems,
Sorry.
it's like, so you know how there's never any parking, you know, when you really need to,
I have my
when you're
hotspot.
trying to get to class on time, you
Yeah.
just parking.
Oh, found it.
So like when there's something
good one.
wrong, they'll like tweet it out.
All right, and did you let Catherine know?
It's, now
You went online and did
I
it?
did it on
Should
my.
I, that's the answer, yeah.
Some people did it that way, and some people did as long as you did it online.
And they retweet it and stuff, and so it's a really good way to get the students who might not want to call
We're
it
gonna-
and stuff like that.
Alright.
So,
Tell me about your own. Goes bowling.
But,
Send
essentially
it.
There's a president,
yeah, all like,
Okay.
he is like national committee.
what's his name?
Dan Bettinghouse.
Is he related to Bob? I know, the guy, was in politics, what's his name?
You can still go read it again.
So does he have money?
Uh,
Like, do they do things like this?
Not, I'm not sure, that's what I'm saying. I know they like, but I don't know.
Okay, don't ask for anything.
Yeah, I got you.
Let me ask you this, does he like you? Okay, and you worked there a while? So that's key in this, because not only is he supporting you, he's nice with you,
Yeah,
right?
yeah.
So you need to pump the, pump the, what's it called, grease the,
Only thing that's straight.
Yeah,
what is the right phrase?
Also, in our classes, we did the
I know what you're saying.
subject,
Um,
we switched that.
You need to just feel him out.
Anyway.
Yeah,
Yeah, that, like, here, like,
But like, what is math, like I went to the
yeah, yeah.
Just ask him.
Yeah, yeah.
And if he says, yeah, then he says, no.
I don't care anything.
Then you know.
Yep.
That's
I'll
what I
actually
like.
talk to him tonight too.
Yeah, and tell him. You don't even know what either.
And
I don't
then
think.
the other place that I interned, I don't know if they do anything. But I know they told me like they come out and Xavier actually just came here yesterday to the
Okay.
career expo.
Oh, they did?
Yeah.
They must
So
like
I
us.
don't know. That might interest